heavy where I stand, like time's got claws and won't let go. The wind whispers your name, I know, but I don't answer, I don't understand. The echoes call, they pull me near. This place is loud with what we were. Here we are, where we used to be. Every stone, every shadow, a piece of me. I see your face in the fading light, but it's just a trick of the haunted night. The grass remembers every step, our laughter's buried in the ground. I swear I hear it soft, profound, but it's only silence, only regret. If I shout your name, will it break the spell? Or will it bind me tighter this endless well? I'm drowning in the ghosts I see, in the hollowed halls where we used to be. Here we are, where we used to be. Every stone, every shadow, a piece of me. I see your face in the fading light, but it's just a trick of the haunted Here we are, where we used to be. Every stone, every shadow, a piece of me. I see your face in the fading light, but it's just a trick of the haunted poured my whole heart out in a paragraph, a last-ditch effort, a desperate photograph of what we were, what we still could be. I hit send and I set my whole soul free. hoping for a sign, just any little sign. And I watch the little check marks on the screen, a single gray, the loneliest I've ever seen, then two gray ticks. My hope begins to rise. You're online now, I see it in your eyes. Just your status line, a little dot of green. The most important moment that's ever been. Then the gray turns blue and my world turns cold. A story finished, a future unsold. No angry words, no long and sad goodbye, just the color of the ocean in a digital sky. Two blue ticks, all the cruelest reply, 'cause you left me on red. You let our whole love die. You left me on red. You didn't even try. Maybe you're busy, maybe you're in the car, maybe you're thinking underneath the stars. I check my signal, turn my Wi-Fi on and off. Anything to prove this feeling's wrong, this digital call that's stuck in my throat, this awful pending doom. Alone with your ghost here in my lonely room. Am I a fool for waiting on a fool? 'Cause the gray turned blue and my world turned cold. A story finished, a future unsold. No angry words, no long and sad goodbye, just the color of the ocean in a digital sky. Two blue ticks, all the cruelest reply, 'cause you left me on red. You let our whole love die. You left me on red. You didn't even try. I would have taken shouting, I would have taken lies, I would have taken seeing tears in your cheating eyes. But you gave me nothing, a void of empty space. You erased our whole existence without a single trace. All of our history, every laugh and touch, deleted with a silence that hurts so much. It hurts too much.
The music explodes into a powerful, cathartic climax, crashing drums, a soaring string orchestra, and powerful piano chords. It's the full emotional breakdown, the peak of the heartbreak, lasting for about 45 seconds before abruptly cutting down.
And the gray turned blue and my world is cold. My story's finished, my future is unsold. No final words, no reason why, just the color You're in your favorite armchair with a question in your eye. Of course you're not here. I know that it's just me, but tonight your ghost is good company. 'Cause there's a few things that we never got to say before the silence took it all away. So I pour 2 glasses, one for me, one for you. And I'm having conversations with your ghost again. I'm winning arguments that I lost way back then. I'm finding all the words that I could never find. It's the only way I know to leave the past behind. Conversations that I only tell myself. Remember last fight, standing by the kitchen door. You said I was too much, that you couldn't give me more. I just stood there crying. My voice was small and thin, but tonight the woman that I am lets the real words in. I tell you that your more was never enough for me, and my too much was everything you were too scared to be. And your ghost just sits there and finally understand. 'Cause I'm having conversations with your ghost again. I'm winning arguments that I lost way back then. I'm finding all the words that I could never find. It's the only way I know to leave the past behind. I say I'm sorry, I say I'm mad as hell in these conversations that I only tell myself. But the funny thing is, after all this time I've spent arguing with your memory, inside this room I've rented, your voice is getting fainter in the script I wrote, and the answers to my questions are in a different note. It's not your voice that's telling me I'm gonna be alright. It's starting to sound like mine in the quiet of the night. Yeah, this voice is finally mine. guitar break, playing the main melody. It feels less lonely now, more thoughtful and resolved. The reverb is still there, but it feels warmer, clearer. So this is our last talk. I think we're finally through. Goodbye to your ghost, and goodbye to you. Dinner's getting cold on the porcelain plate. You're sitting right across, but it feels miles away. I'm tracing patterns on the tablecloth thread. 1,000 conversations are dead inside my head. The clink of your fork on the side of the dish is the only answer to my silent wish that you'd look up just for a second. Look up, and I open my mouth, but the words won't align. Just another casualty on this broken battle line. I wanna scream, I wanna cry, I wanna ask you why, but all that comes out is a quiet sigh. And we're stuck in the loudest silence I have ever known, where the space in between us has terribly grown. It's not empty, it's screaming with all that we don't say. It's the sound of a great love slowly fading away. A symphony of sorrow, a hurricane held in. This is the sound of the end beginning. Remember driving, singing till our lungs were sore. We don't even turn the radio on anymore. We used to talk till sunrise painted the sky. Now I don't even know how to catch your eye. We share a bed, but we sleep back to back on our own little islands, faded to black. And I wonder
dissonant string section slowly swells in the background, creating a deeply unsettling and anxious atmosphere. It doesn't resolve, it just hangs in the air before fading.
Slightly. And we're stuck in the loudest silence I have ever known. This comfortable distance is now overgrown. It's not empty, it's just the sound of what we'll never say. The tragic sound of our love fading just fading You pass the aux cord with a nervous hand. Said, got a song you might understand. The car was quiet, the street lights gold. The story waiting to unfold. I saw the title and I had to smile. Knew I hadn't heard that one in a while. You hit play and I softly sang along. And just like that, there was nothing wrong. And one song turned into three, then four. Tapped on your screen and I asked for more. It wasn't random, it wasn't by chance. It was like we were caught up in a secret dance. Every beat of the drum, a beat of my heart. And we're building it now, a playlist for two. A little bit of me, a little bit of you. Every memory in a melody, the unofficial soundtrack of you and me. It's more than just the rhythm and the rhyme. It's the story of us, one track at a time. You play that ballad about the summer rain. Said it helped you through a certain kind of pain. And I knew the lyric that you meant the most, the one about finding a friendly ghost. 'Cause I'd held that line inside my head for years, saved it for calming my own worst fears. And you just knew, yeah, you always knew let it be. The room is dark, just one little light from this rectangle held so tight, tracing your name on the cold hard glass, watching the minutes and hours pass. The clock on the wall says it's way past 2, and the whole wide world has shrunk down to you and this tiny screen and the space between. My heart does a little jump in my chest, putting my patience to the test. Every car light that flashes by the pane, I think it's you, I whisper your name. I'm wondering if you're thinking of me too, in your own room, painted in shades of blue. I've got these digital butterflies flying in code, a nervous system on overload. Every time your name ignites the screen, it's the prettiest torture I've ever seen. A fluttering hope, a beautiful mess born from a Wi-Fi signal and a simple yes. These digital butterflies, oh, they're so alive. I reread our chat from an hour ago. Did I say too much? Should I take it slow? Analyze the emoji, the punctuation mark, a tiny breadcrumb trail here in the dark. I'm hanging on to every word you choose. It's a silly game I'm terrified to lose with every pulse of the network's pull. And my heart does that little jump in my chest, putting my sanity to the test. Every fan just digital butterflies flying for you all night through. The world is spinning at a crazy pace. Sirens crying all over the place. Deadlines screaming, got my armor on, fighting battles from dusk till dawn. I build my walls up brick by heavy brick. Learned all the secrets, mastered every trick to keep it all in, to never let them see. But then I walk right through your door, and I don't have to fight it anymore. The noise just fades into a distant hum, and all my ragged senses start to become still, so beautifully still. 'Cause you're my safe harbor, you're my steady ground, the only quiet in this roaring town. When the waves are crashing over me, you're the lighthouse that I need to see. I can anchor my soul, I can finally breathe. You're the calm in the storm, my sweet relief. With you I don't have to pretend I'm strong. I can admit to where it all went wrong. I can show you all my battle scars underneath the moon and all the stars. You see the cracks where the light gets in. You know the person deep beneath the skin, and you don't run. No, you never run. 'Cause you're my safe harbor, you're my steady ground, the only quiet in this roaring town. When the waves are crashing over me, you're the lighthouse that I need to see. I can anchor my soul, I can finally breathe. You're the calm in the storm, my sweet relief. All my life I've been a ship at sea, looking for a piece of land just for me. You didn't just build a dock, you built a home, a place where my weary heart is free to roam. And you never asked me to change a single thing. You just quiet the chaos and you let me in. I remember summer, the carnival lights, a splash of crimson on those dizzying heights. You won the teddy bear, your laughter was gold, the brightest story I had ever been told. I felt the warmth of your hand in mine, a living color so vivid and divine. I swear it was real. I remember how it feels, but when I close my eyes to see it now, the details blur. I don't remember how to feel that rush, that electric burning hue. 'Cause it's just a memory in monochrome, a silent movie in a dusty, forgotten home. The fire engine red of your old car is just a shade of gray. The brilliant blue of the summer sky has washed and drained away. I know we were on fire, I can trace the faded lines, but all the colors gone now between the warning signs. I put our record on, I'll wait for the spark from that old playlist for two we built in the dark. I know the words that used to make me cry, but now it's just a simple melody passing by. I look at pictures where we're smiling wide, and I remember we were happy deep inside, but I can't feel it. Why can't I feel it now? 'Cause it's just a memory in monochrome, a silent movie in a dusty, forgotten home. The fiery sunset's just a shade of gray. The brilliant blue of the summer sky has washed and drained away. I know we were on fire, I can trace the faded lines, but all the colors gone now between the warning signs. And maybe this is healing, a wound that's turning scar, forgetting just how blindingly beautiful we really were. But it feels like I am losing you all over again, not in a sudden storm, but a slow and silent fading rain. I'm losing a feeling, but keeping the fact, a ghost of a story, a finished act. the color's gone. It's really gone. Sunlight's different in this brand new room, chasing away the last of the lingering gloom. And for the first time in a year or two, a passing thought of you isn't painted entirely blue. I can almost smile, I can almost breathe at the bittersweet and tangled web we used to weave. And sometimes I press rewind here in my head, and I watch our story, everything we did and said. I see the beginning, I see the bitter end, not as your lover, not even as your friend, but just as a witness to a story that was mine. And I finally see the beauty in the whole design. I see the butterflies in a digital glow. I hear the playlist that we used to know. I feel the safety of a harbor in a storm. I feel the promise that would keep me warm. I feel the silence, I see the screen turn blue. I see the ghost of me and the ghost of you. It all plays back on a faded silver screen. And sometimes I press rewind here in my head, and I watch our story, everything we did and said. I see the beginning, I see the bitter end, not as your lover, not even as your friend, but just as a witness to a story that was mine. And I finally see the beauty in the whole design. And there's a fragile part of me that wants to scream and shout, go back and change it, find a different route. But every chapter, every single tearful line wrote the person I've become, and that person's doing fine. Every single scar has led me to this peaceful day, and I wouldn't trade the lessons for an easier, painless way. No, I wouldn't change a thing. The music swells into a massive cinematic orchestral climax. It beautifully weaves in melodic motion. motifs from Safe Harbor and the final chapter. It's a powerful, sweeping musical montage of the entire album's journey. The joy, the love, the heartbreak, and the healing. It's grand, but ultimately hopeful, not tragic. So I press rewind one last time in my head and watch our story and put it to bed. I see the beginning, I see the final end, not as a victim, but as my own best friend. I was a witness to a story that was mine. Now I press play. I press play. Sunrise creeping through the window blinds. You're still sleeping pieces what it finds in the quiet of the morning air. I trace the single silver strand that's in your hair, and in that moment the world just fell away. All I could think of were the words to say about tomorrow and all the days to come. I wanna be there when your hair is white and the stories in your eyes are my favorite light. I wanna hold your hand when our steps are slow and watch our garden of memories grow. Through the good and the bad, the joy and the pain, I'll be whispering your name again and again until we're gray. I see a little house up on a hill, a couple kids whose laughter never will be anything but music to my ears, chasing away all the passing fears. I see you sitting on a front porch swing, talking about everything and anything, and you'll still smile, that same old silly smile. Through the good wanna be there when your hair is white and the stories in your eyes are my only light. I wanna hold your hand when our steps are slow and watch our garden of memories grow. Through the good and the bad, the joy and the pain, I'll be saying your name like a sweet refrain until we're hand in hand, you and me, until we're gray. Found your old t-shirt in a cardboard box. It still smells just a little bit like us. I fold it gently like a fragile piece of art, a finished relic of my own broken heart. The dust is settling on the photograph frames. I'm whispering goodbyes to both our names. It's just a room now, no longer our home. And I remember chapter 1, a nervous smile. Thought we were timeless, at least for a little while. We wrote a classic, a legendary tale. But even the best of stories sometimes fail. And this is the final chapter. The ink is running dry. There are no more words to write. No matter how I try, I'm turning the last page where it says the end. We were a beautiful story, my love, my friend, but the cover is closing. There's nothing to amend. This is the final chapter. This is the end. I won't tear the pages out, I won't burn the book away. They hold the sunlit memories of a brighter day. And though it hurts to read them, I'm grateful for the prose, for the crimson of the high times, like a dying rose. You taught me how to love, you taught me how to feel. You made a fairy tale seem almost real. And I'll keep that part ages, never to be born.
A heartbreakingly beautiful string section, led by a lonely violin, soars over the piano. The melody is full of longing and melancholy, like the theme music for a tragic ending.